Hi. From the previous lecture, we did implement some portal logic so that the capture components keeps looking at the player. But the images aren't really perfect just yet. There's still improvements we can do to make it even look better. Before doing that, I also want to mention that if you select the pCapture1 and pCapture2, I've changed the field of view to 100 for both of them. It makes it better. And let's see. Doing that, also I have, just to play it safe, I have moved these capture components to the same position as P2 reflection. We're doing that by code, but I'm gonna do it here anyway because it looks better. It makes us understand, what it's supposed to look at. So I'm gonna keep it like this, and for this one I'm gonna move it a little bit more to the left so it's in the middle. I don't think this is really necessary, but as I said, I'm gonna do it anyway. P1, P2, I think this is good. So make sure the field of view is set to 100. So what are we gonna do now? Well, let me just play the game so I can show you. And it's really hard to see from here, but if you look at the reflection, I'm just gonna move away the portal so you can see the entire image of it. Let's see if I can move it here and rotate it. I'm gonna drag in a new portal. Let's drag in a new one. So they are at the exact same position. All right. I'm gonna move away these three also. Let's put them there. So really, I'm just gonna click on play. So what I'm gonna do here is that if you look at the image, well, the portal is having a distance to the player itself, okay? And as you can see, the image changes with respect to distance. But what I'm gonna do is that I wanna map the field of view the player is having with respect to the portal so that the image will really adapt based on your distance to the actual portal. So the closer your distance is, the field of view will adapt accordingly. So you will better understand what's going on once we are finished with this. But really, the further away we are or the closer we are, the image will really just adapt. It will adapt its, field of view based on your distance. And doing this, there is some simple math required. Doing this, it will make it even look better. So I think this will be better understood by implementing this and testing yourself. So that's what we are gonna do. So I'm gonna open this up. There's just some simple logics, we need to add. And so I'm gonna go to P1 capture. So I'm gonna get the P1 capture. Let's see, where's the P1 capture? I'm gonna get this relative location, get relative. I'm getting the relative location of P1 capture. I'm gonna get its length. The length of the vector. We can somehow clamp it to we can do a max 1. So we're getting the max value of the length of the vector or a 1. And what I'm going to do next is to actually divide this. This is how we really map it. And this division is really based on the height of the portal image. And if you want to see that, you can go to wireframe mode and just draw a line, and you can see those units there. We are having a length of 500. And doing that, I'm going to get this to degrees. I'm going to see if I can Alton degrees. I'm no math expert, so I cannot really explain this Alton degrees or how it works, but it's degrees. Returns the inverse tangents. It results in degrees. And then we are just going to clamp it and set the field of view. And we are going to clamp it to a value of 5 and 180. And we are going to set the field of view of the P1 capture. So I'm going to input this here, and then let's just connect the nodes. I'm going to connect this part to here. And we're going to do the same thing for P2. Exactly the same thing. So what we can do is just duplicate and change the variables. Let's try again. So I'm going to get the P2 capture. And I'm going to connect it here as well, P2 capture. And let's connect the pins. So basically we are getting the relative location of the capture component and getting its vector length. And keep in mind this is relative location. Let's see if we can yeah, let's keep it like that. And then we are dividing it by 5, and that's the length of the actual mirror. And then just clamping it and setting the field of view. So the field of view is really based on the relative location of this divided by, well, the actual height of the portal image, which is 500. So this way we are getting a relation between these two and setting the field of view accordingly. So I'm gonna try this. And of course you cannot see much of a difference, but there is really a difference here. It's hard to really, test this and say how the differences are. I'm gonna stand here and see what we are seeing here. Okay, so I'm gonna check some other settings before we proceed. Field of view, let's see. P1 reflection. I'm gonna check these capture components. Yeah, I think we can also change the settings on our camera, maybe. I don't think, maybe that's not really necessary, but I think we could do with the default settings. You can change it to this one. but it shouldn't really make a big difference. Let's see the other component, P2 capture component. It should be capturing every frame, and then we're having capture and movement. Yeah, I think this is good. Can't really see any big difference there. Let's try one more time. Okay, so what you can really do now is to if you select the objects here like this, let me just show you. Let's see, if I select the portal object, what you can do is to test this out to see how well it behaves. You can put some objects in front of it. Let's see if I can do this. You can see that it's live updating this one here. So this is in front of the red one. You can see it on the other side on the blue one, and that's how it should be, because the red one is literally just leading to the blue one. Let's see. There you go. The same goes. If you go through the red one, you will come out of the blue one, which is having a cube in front of it. So you can see that it's working. So this is a good way to confirm that you got your settings correct. Move it here. You can see that it goes there, and so on and so forth. And also, let's see what we more can do. Yeah, you can try it out and see if it behaves properly for you. But I think this is good for now. And let's see if we don't have anything else we need to do before wrapping this up. I don't think so. But in the coming lectures, we will continue with this, so we can also test out shooting and spawning portals. So we can also go through them. So there is still work to do, but we're getting there. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.